Greetings, people. This is Yard Reviews, a show where we give you a multicultural perspective on everything entertainment, film, and television. I am your host, Sadiq Johnston, and this is my co-host, Irv, in the background.
Hello.
Alright, right now we're going to talk about our top 5 stink bombs of 2014. Films that should be thrown in the shit pail. So starting at number 5. Starting at number 5.
No, because these can't have any particular
Oh, but they're not good. Alright, they're
they're all
not.
as bad as each other.
Okay, yeah, they're not in any particular order. We don't really have any honorable mentions.
Yeah, we can just dive into it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's just dive into this.
The first one is Lucy.
Okay, everybody saw anybody who watched our Lucy review.
Yeah.
Know that we gave this probably 4 cams or so, and we gave it just because
it was Scarlett Johansson.
and because the visual effects were kind of cool.
I think that the worst thing about this film was the idea of exploring that on screen is like you can go anywhere with it.
Yeah.
And they literally spell everything out for you. So in the beginning where she was like this like young and lost student or whatever, she was in this foreign country.
Yeah.
She was like more or less forced to do this task and give the suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did a shot of like a leopard or something going across a Serengeti and then catching a gazelle or something. So they made her look like the prey, but you didn't need to spell it out. Like, we're not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I know she's in a hopeless situation. So I know it's out of her control.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to be told that she's going to be like eaten
of
alive, basically.
course. Yeah.
So it was just little things like that. It was just spelling it out, and it was just like, let's explore the idea. You can't spell something out that hasn't been explored yet.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. What pissed me off was her getting to the point where she's using 100% of her brain capacity and she becomes a motherfucking computer. She becomes a fucking computer.
It went from 0 to 100 so quick.
She becomes a computer. Alright? Anyway, she becomes a computer, and that just threw everything off of me. And that just pissed me off. So let's just move on.
Oh, it was just terrible. Next film.
Mm-hmm.
Devil's Due. I didn't watch this.
Okay, well, I saw this, and I'm a fan of horror movies. And let me tell you something. Being a fan of horror movies, the found footage thing is very played out. And I thought that this is also another found footage horror movie. I thought it was going to probably bring something different to the genre. Obviously, I was horribly wrong. And it was just a predictable storyline, and it was just actors that people don't know, and they're not even actors, and it was just horribly directed. It was very shaky. It was I don't know why it came out. It came out in January of 2014, which is the crap bowl of where the crap fest of where all movies come out. And it was definitely a crap fest. I mean, I definitely if you what the best thing to do with Devil's Due is if you buy it for a DVD to use it as a coaster. Just put your drinks on it. Anyway, move on.
Another film I didn't watch.
Yeah.
And obviously it seems like it's good. I didn't watch this. Spider-Man 2.
Okay, yeah. Well, Spider-Man 2 is definitely one of the worst films of 2014 for me. Being that I'm a comic fan, and being that I expect a certain standard for comic book movies because I've been rarely disappointed by them. And they're supposed to be delivered at a certain standard. The first Spider-Man movie was delivered at a certain standard. And the second Spider-Man movie is supposed to up the standard, it's supposed to up the stakes. So okay, this is what the studio decided to do. This is what Sony decided to do to up the stakes. So they decided to say, let's just throw Electro, and let's just throw the Green Goblin, and let's just throw Rhino in for good measure, and let's just throw the kitchen sink, and let's just throw this girl getting killed, and let's just throw this, and let's just throw this shit pail, and let's just throw all these things in, and then they say let's just mix it up, and let's just not give a shit about what the director wants to do, and let's just control this movie, and let's just try to lose this franchise because we are lame. And that's exactly what they did with this whole film. Alright, Spider-Man 2 was a crap fest. It was a shit fest. It was crap. It was garbage. It was disappointing. And this is why you're not going to get an actor like Andrew Garfield to come back to the franchise, because you shitted on the movie. Sony, you took a big squat and shitted on the movie. You guys can do it on the DVD release of Spider-Man or the Blu-ray release of Spider-Man. You guys can just take it and you guys can just not watch it. So let's just move on to the next.
Another film I didn't watch and I didn't want to watch. It was Transformers: Age of Extinction.
Okay. So Transformers: Age of Extinction. So I saw Transformers: Age of Extinction.
Wait, what I want to ask was, how much did Mark Wahlberg's character bring to the film?
Okay, that's a very good question. Mark Wahlberg.
Because he's good in action and all this.
Mark Wahlberg
yeah.
was as useful in the film as windscreen wipers on a submarine.
Oh, wow.
He was as useful in the film as windscreen wipers on a submarine. I think every human character in that film is as useful as what I said before. I think Michael Bay is focusing a lot on the human element, which is not necessary because the movie is called Transformers. You focus on the robots, you focus on their story, you focus on what the movie is supposed to be about.
Yeah.
And he's lost it so many times over. And of course, America and the world keeps getting tricked and played into.
Highest grossing film of last year.
Yeah.
And this is what's
and he keeps on tricking people, and you're just tricking people and just tricking people and just tricking people and just tricking people. And you know what happened? He said he's not coming back for the next one, and to be honest,
you don't need to. He made $1 billion. He can go wherever he wants to go.
Well, and the thing is, even if you come back, all right, Michael Bay has not made a good film since maybe Bad Boys 2.
Whoa, that's way back.
Because I mean, Pain and Gain was
cool.
It was cool, but it was still not. It was. I mean, they took a true story, like a true crime story, and turned it into a freaking comedy. Yeah. I mean, it's not
It
really
could
that
have been
cool.
darker, and it could have been.
Yeah, it's not really that cool. You know what I mean? To do that, I mean, and all right. Michael Bay gave us The Rock, man. He gave us some proper classic films, and then every you know what Transformer is? Transformer is a 2 hour and 40-minute music video.
Are you serious?
Right, and you know what it is?
Just like soundtrack and stuff?
All right, and you know what is crazy? There's a shot in Transformers, where there's like these big explosions and things are blowing up, right? And I have to get up because I'm animated, folks. You have to understand, I'm animated. I'm upset. All right, I'm upset. I'm passionate. All right, there's this shot in this movie. The things are blowing up, destruction is happening, and then all of a sudden, this big Bud Light, this container of Bud Light things, this Bud Light things falls out, and then Mark Wahlberg just grabs the bottle, you know what I mean, just pops it off, you know what I mean, just drinks it, you know what I mean, like, Bud Light. 2 hour and 40-minute Bud Light commercial. Anyway, let's go on to the next
oh wow.
Stink bombs.
Hercules, and then you mentioned The Legend of Hercules, which I didn't watch.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, we're going to knock 2 birds with 1 stone.
Okay. Basically, the entire story of Hercules that people are seeming to.
2 Hercules films came out in 2014.
Yeah.
One with Kellen Lutz and one with The Rock.
Yeah.
Right. We didn't review the Kellen Lutz one, and trust me, we really wouldn't want to review it anyway. But let's just go into this. The 2 Hercules that came out were trash. The Kellen Lutz one was trash. Everything about it was trash. There's no redeemable qualities about it, and it was just garbage. So we just throwing it out there. I don't even want the. Okay, I know. I just wish I could have relived the experience. I wish I could go back in time and not watch it. Alright, I wish I could just go back. I wish I could go back in time. I wish I could go back in time and set him up self and say, "Yo, you're gonna watch it. Don't watch it, dude. So I don't want to remember it, and I don't want to even talk about it. No." So I could just set myself that. So I'll be like, "Guys, I never watched it, so I can't talk about it." But yeah, I watched it, so I'll talk about it. Yeah. So anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one now, Hercules with
Dwayne Johnson. Yeah.
The Rock is the only redeemable quality about this movie.
And the trailers, which were.
Yeah.
The best part.
And the trailers tricked us because the trailers thinking that we're going to have this super strong, super powered Hercules fighting these mythical creatures, and basically all it was a shit fest. All it was a shit fest because guess what? All of this stuff that they're saying with these mystical creatures is not true because Hercules is normal. He's a normal guy, right?
He was just going through his journey.
And you know what I mean? And it was just and the special effects, the CGI was.
That was terrible. Like it was. If you can have 2 Lindsay Lohans.
Yo, listen. Listen.
I used to think Lindsay Lohan was a real life twin, like she had a sister.
Yeah.
That's how good CGI was.
Yeah.
If you can do that, you can give me a real 3-headed snake.
Yeah. Well. First and foremost, the first thing that we even saw that was supposedly to kill Hercules. That was so CGI. I have a creative 8-year-old niece that can probably do up a better CGI snake than that film. So anyway. those are the stinkers for 2014. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for subscribing. And please do remember, subscribe to the show, youtube.com/YardyReviews, as well as email us at yardy.reviews@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at YardyReviews. And also, do remember to subscribe to Herb's WordPress accounts, the WordPress channel, the blog, bigpicturesmallscreen.wordpress.com. All the reviews, all the blog posts are going to be on there. And yeah, me and Herb signing out. Big up yourself.